And good morning to all of you watching here. I wanted to make a video on a very special night, which will be happening November the 16th, which is every year, November the 16th. This is a time of year, men can celebrate, men can get involved in this also. There's no right or wrong way to do this, guys. It's how you feel. Of Hekate, the goddess Hekate, the queen of witches, the goddess of the underworld, the heavens, and the earth. This night is actually associated with her mother maiden crone. That's what I wanted to say without the video kind of cutting off. It's getting very sunny where I am, and I'm just thinking if I should move, but I can't stand the sun. I'm not a sun girl. But what I want to say is this is a very special time, okay? There are seasons where we experience internal changes, psychological changes, physical changes, emotional changes, energetically. Sometimes it happens physically first, but whatever happens in the energy realm, the spirit realm, does manifest in the physical usually. Just after. Okay, like I'm kind of having a hard time breathing here, even though I don't show it. That's the thing about me. I don't show physically my face. My demeanor never shows what I actually experience internally because I'm fire. My dominant trait is fire. My dominant trait is not water. Water shows emotion. I don't fucking show any emotion. It's not my thing. And when I do, it feels so whack. It's so out of order. I recall, and I want to share this with you guys because maybe this has to correspond with, the mother maiden crone aspect of this whole thing. So I moved into this apartment, I'd say, it's going to be a year. Fuck, the lighting is horrifying. Okay, Noranaskusunk. So, starting again, what the hell was I saying? I bought this apartment basically a year ago. I bought it. It's mine. I own it. Okay? So, when I literally, walked in the door after I bought it, a lot of shit went down. And people think... and not that I care about what other people think, but it does eventually get to you because they just assume shit about you, that you bought an apartment in the other side of the world, or even if you're like in wherever, Europe or North America or Australia, and you get yourself an apartment and you have certain intentions or whatever, and then back to back, like 100 things happen to you just as you get the apartment. You have your home. Your home is your environment. Like, it's your sacred haven. It's where you sleep. It's where you rest. It's where you are who you are, behind closed doors. And I'm very much in love with the person who I am behind closed doors. So, when that's kind of being violated in a sense, 100 things are happening. What do you do? How do you feel? What do you do? So I feel like this is something that's really calling during this night, November the 16th. So literally, it's completely up to you if you want to actually do a ritual. I personally feel like when you do cook yourself a meal, or even if you don't cook and you're going to eat, of course, have supper, do call upon her name or feel that essence, feel that living essence within you. Releasing, protecting yourself, protecting your home, protecting your energy. If you need to be alone for the next several days to several weeks, then so be it. Coming back to yourself, if you feel like certain parts have been lost, just parts of your soul or your feelings or emotions have gone places, or you've been needed places and people have taken from you, and you just need to come back to yourself, or you feel you've been neglected, abused, or anything of that nature. This is a good time to not only give thanks to her, give her an offering. You could totally send out the food if you're not going to eat it. to the crossroads where there's a T or a Y shape intersection, or everywhere I've ever lived has dogs, so yeah, dogs are her thing. But what I want to say is it will be very special for you and to you, because you'll be doing it the way you feel is right. So you don't have to go buy a book. If you want to read a little bit about it, you could totally do that, right? Google search. It could give you a little bit of insight, or more, work with your intuition on how you want to do any type of ritual or anything. Here's one thing that I do on a regular basis, actually. I probably won't be doing it on the night of the 16th, but this is something that I honestly couldn't take the sun anymore, so I needed to move here. So this is probably something I won't be doing on the night of November 16th, because I usually do it anytime something gets too intense, or I feel robbed, or somebody has intentionally done something to me, knowing I've put boundaries up. And then of course I do remove them out of my life, and I am very stern. When boundaries are crossed, I am fucking stern. So I literally finished the entire, I'm not talking about a clove, I'm talking about the entire garlic. I finished it, so I can't show it to you. And the stores aren't open right now because it's like 7 a.m. But what you want to do is get yourself a nice, with skin on, use the entire garlic. You're going to need 3 needles, a very thin needle. If you don't have access to sewing needle, you can use screws. So after you've gotten the needles, or the pins, you can use pins also. Pins that you use on like boards and stuff. That can work too, but needles are probably the best, sewing needle, okay? What is going on with my... Sometimes the app just pops out of nowhere. Anyways, so I was talking about the needles. Look, I can't even fucking focus. So, get the garlic. You want to have Hekate deal with the situation, the people that have done you wrong, with whatever feeling you are feeling, whatever pain. The garlic stings, it burns, it hurts, and it removes the issue. It removes the root of the issue. So what you want to do is, of course, call upon her name, cleanse your energy, take a nice hot shower. You could use sage, you could use charcoal with resin, whatever works for you, okay? You could light a candle. You want to charge the needle. Each needle, you want to think of the issue at hand. You want to think of the person's name. You could totally write their name and their birthday if you have access to it also on a piece of paper. But it's not absolutely necessary, meaning you don't have to write their name. You just remember their face. You feel whatever you felt, especially if it's been a while and you're still feeling it, okay? Charge that energy into the needle first without touching the garlic, the first one. So, the garlic, the actual entire thing is of course round, right? So you want to take the first one and you want to insert into the garlic as much as it can possibly go in, leaving the top tip out, okay? Second one, again, next person. This can also happen with one person also if they've done 3 things. Or, if it's a past, present, future type of person, there's still someone in your life and you want to make them feel what you've experienced, or anything at all. You're not doing it, you're not dealing with it. Now I want to share some things about Hekate. Her name, the name Heka, or the name Hekate, is an actual her name. It just basically means worker from afar or magic. In the Egyptian pantheon, Heka was a male, a deity that very much is symbolic of Hekate also. So the 2 serpents, and anyways, the point is the word itself is very magical, okay? So it's not really her name per se, but it is the invocation of magic. Okay, so you want to make sure that this is something that you yourself are not dealing with. You're giving it to Hekate to deal with it where she sees fit, because you've already endured the pain, wherever the pain has gone, your heart, your finances, your body. You can totally insert. So remember, it's completely up to you on what you decide to intentionally or intuitively put into the needle, each one, because each one's going to be a different emotion or a different thing that happened, okay? The middle one, you want it to be in 3 different directions, the needles inserted onto the round garlic. In the end, you give her a thanks. You can totally gift her some food also. You want to take the garlic, remove the needles, because if there's children or dogs or anything around, they may hurt themselves. Take it to a T intersection or a Y where there's 3 crossroads. If there's 4, that's okay also, okay? Take it there, leave it there. Don't go back, don't look at it. Okay? You're leaving it to her. It's a sacrifice. You could involve the food or you don't need to involve the food. So with this type of so-called ritual, I will reassure you that something will be done. Something will be removed or something will be going to them, or it's not up to you, but you will know something because there will be messages delivered to you in regards to some other thing, okay? And if you don't hear specifically from that person, that's okay because you've removed it and you've given it to Hekate. There's some things we as humans, as people, cannot deal with on our own. Sometimes we need to give it. Give and let be. But you do want to remove the pain. You don't want to keep that to yourself because when you keep it to yourself, you will end up sick. So have yourselves a great November 16th, Hecate's night. Love you. Oh, one more thing. 3 of my Facebook accounts have been hacked.